must love this, don't you? You see, right about now, I'm your best friend, aren't I? You're starting to crack the code, aren't you? God sent me to test you, to see if you're truly worthy of going to heaven. That's all this is, you Christian warrior. So loyal, so faithful, so gullible. So you think that this is gonna get you to heaven, do ya? Finally a challenge, something that will make you feel worthy of going to the above. But is that all it takes to get to heaven? What if you steal? What if you kill? Yes, I murdered a couple people, but I believe in an imaginary man in the sky, and that means I'm going there. This perfect place devoid of sin. Oh, you're a murderer? Well, come right in. Devoid of sin. No sin at all. A perfect place. Wasn't so perfect when an attractive musician and a few of his friends got kicked out. But no, this time God learned his lesson, you know, because God makes mistakes. No, this time when we all go to heaven because we're murderers, rapists, and molesters, he's gonna take away our free will. That way when you walk into heaven and you see the man who murdered your father in the real world, you won't care because they took out a small piece of your brain that allows you to feel anger. So what's it gonna be? A perfect place with no free will? Or an imperfect place where you beat the shit out of the man who was forgiven for raping your sister? Allow me to let you in on a little information Lucifer provided. There is no goddamn forgiveness. You wanna know why they tell you you can still go to heaven even though you've been coked out half your life and you raped someone in high school? For money and for power. No, the truth of the matter is that once you commit that crime, you are for the rest of eternity. No pearly gates for pedophiles. No happy afterlife for murderers. That's the sad reality. If there is a heaven, you're not going. God doesn't even need you. He can recreate you 1 billion times over. Over 6 billion people on this planet. He created this place in 7 days. How long do you think it took him to make you? If you want to find the world's greatest criminals, well, walk on into a church. So many of them have done such unspeakable things, but then some man with a book says, it's okay. It's okay to kids. It's okay to sleep with prostitutes and then murder them. It's okay to lie. It's okay to steal. It's okay to have sex with your family members. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 10 days since my last confession. I wish to confess that I have never murdered anyone. I have never raped anyone or molested anyone. I have never used drugs. I have never smoked. I do not drink. I have not cheated. I have not stolen, and I pay my taxes. But guess what? I'm not going to heaven. And neither are you, you murdering, rapist, thief, molester. But for all the sins in the world, do you know who's the most guilty? Do you know who is the least deserving of heaven out of everyone who's ever existed? Well, that one's easy. God. God is the creator of all things. He created everything. He created the sky, he created the dirt, he created our eyes, our nose, our brains. Without God, nothing you do would be possible. He specifically designed us to be capable of committing horrible acts. Unless you believe in certain theories, you will come to the conclusion that something cannot be created out of nothing. If a bird is born without wings, can it fly? If a human is born without vocal cords, can they sing? And if a baby is for some disgusting reason born without a brain, can it think? I remind you of this again because so many God believers seem to be talkers more than listeners. God created everything. If God did not want rape, there would be no rape. If God did not want murder or molestation, there would be neither. Your God wants you to suffer. He wants you to get raped over and over again. He wants the preacher to sneak into his daughter's room and her friend. He wants you to get stabbed in an alleyway. Thanks to the pro-lifers, God wants a 14-year-old girl to go get a bootleg abortion and drop the fetus off in a dumpster. You think this is all a test of faith so you can get into heaven? Well, let me tell you, you got molested for nothing. You got raped for nothing. If your father and mother would have just killed you at birth, You could have gone to heaven regardless. In fact, all you pro-lifers should be thanking the people getting abortions, because those are easy tickets to heaven as well. Unless, of course, there's a purgatory. You Christians haven't decided whether or not you want that to exist. But something tells me that you just decided there is a purgatory. Purgatory, the place for people who are born retarded. Purgatory, the place for people who are born deaf and blind. Purgatory, the place for all of your perfect gods. God created these horrible things as a challenge. Oh yeah, I learned a lot from getting stabbed in the neck 17 times. In fact, while I was gagging on my blood, I found Jesus Christ. Yeah, when that guy molested me and ruined me for life, I totally found Jesus Christ. Thank you. I wouldn't have learned any other way. Yeah, when I was walking down the road and a bunch of guys approached me and threw me into a van and then raped me one by one, I learned a lot. I mean, yeah, I have STDs now. I lay awake crying every night and they got away with the crime, but you know what? Thanks, God. I found you. If you want to say that these things are a challenge, that these are to test our faith, then why doesn't everyone go through the same goddamn thing? He loves us all the same, but I'm gonna rape you and you and you. Just cause. You know, a lot of people like to ask me the same question. I'm a Christian, does that make me bad too? I don't know, is spreading lies bad? Is convincing so many gullible people to waste countless hours of their life away bad? Is telling other people to worship some invisible man who does absolutely nothing for them bad? Is giving all these criminals an excuse to do their crimes over and over again bad? Oh, I'm just a human being. I'm born in sin. What I do is not my fault. I was created this way, so I'm just gonna do what comes naturally. Like rape people. Oh dear Jesus, I f***ed up again. But it's okay, because I don't need to be responsible, because you created me all f***ed up like this. Now I'm gonna ask you to forgive me, oh great loving Lord. And then I'm gonna go do it again. Is that cool? Okay. The voice in my head said that it's okay. So that's good. Alright, I'm gonna go rape someone. I can hear voices in my head too. Right now I'm hearing Charlie Brown. Turn the dial and now I hear SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, the viewers are all atheists now. I can stop talking? Listen, friends, you don't have to give up on the afterlife in order to give up on God. God is just one of hundreds of divine beings that we humans have created throughout our history. In fact, I am a god. And you're a god. And he's a god. And she's a god. And he's a god. We are all gods of ourselves. We are capable of doing so very many things. To ourselves, to others, however, there are consequences. You could save a life today, or you could murder someone today. You could draw a picture of a house, or you could build one. You can live in the world of others and accept it as it is, or you can pursue a better world. Because like you Christians know so well, the world is what you make it. And the same goes for who you are as well. Have you ever wondered why everyone hasn't done all the f***ed up things you have? It's because some people live in the real world, where forgiveness is just a word and the burdens that we create, we carry. We know that you are whatever your God tells you you are. Meanwhile, we are whatever we wish to be.